Hey everybody, this is BoboTheVulture, and this is Let's Play at Game Sega Genesis Flashback titles. Grimmett thinks I'm going to play Descent. No, I know, there's not an S in there, but it would have been fun. This flashback sucks, take me to a better flashback. Well, these are all the bonus games. There are other games in here that are fun. There's actually one that I was thinking I might do as an LP, aside from I think previously mentioned things like Chakan the Forever Man, which I would have to get good at first. But either way, there's a game here called Spider. Let's. We need to stop flashing back to the mistakes I regret renting. Let us select. There's only really like maybe one time I specifically remember JG and I renting a game and like bringing it back within like an hour and a half because we just rented it, started playing it, and we're like, good lord, this is terrible. And it was King of the Monsters for the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo King of the Monsters port was not very good. It was very simple too. There was not much to it. We probably rented worse games over the years, but I think that one was a combination of it wasn't a good game. We knew we were going to have a lot of time to play it that weekend, so it wasn't even just like, oh, we just visited casually. And we were close enough to the rental shop that we could get back there pretty quick. It wasn't like, I remember one time we used to live out in the country, and it would take a decent amount of time, a decent trip to get back to the rental store. So certainly wasn't anything we could do on our own. Anyways, this game is Spider. We must protect our cake from the arachnid invasion. We have a pesticide which will help us keep the spiders away from the cake. We can aim, we can press start, we can fire. Okay. This going to be a DevWorks? Sure is. I mean, the chords are in one key. The sort of background, like, yeah, the background bass track and the sort of, like, melody, such as it is in a different one. And they're just sort of like, just floating along. Oh, that's a good cursor movement thing, too. The music represents us versus the spider. We must protect our anniversary cake. See? This is why you need extra instrucciones. No, I'm sorry, instructios. Or is it instructides? I can't tell if that's an O or a D. You know, if I was still eating carbs, I might try and make sure to get up a little bit early every morning so that I can pour myself a nice, delicious bowl of Instructios. Then I would be able to learn. I'd be able to face the day knowing exactly what I was getting into. You must protect your anniversary cake from the arachnid invasion. For that, you have an insectid, which will help you to drop off the spiders, keeping them away from the cake. For each dropped spider, new ones could came up. Control the sight using the directional pad and fire with A, B, or C. Press any button to return. So we get extra backstory. This is an anniversary cake. It's April 9th. Bean and I are celebrating our anniversary. And dropped spiders. There's a point of insect. Yeah, it's probably insected is meant to be insecticide. And yes, what we are apparently about to do is just spray insecticide all over our anniversary cake to get the spiders away. Ready for the music? All right. I'm not exactly sure the area of effect here. Also, eternal fart noises. It's like Eternal Felina. Wow, and apparently this insecticide, or insected, is making them bleed out of their little spider rears. Like, if I get 100 points, do I win? Hey, between you and me, I'm beginning to question the setting of our romantic anniversary dessert. I really should have picked a better location than the lair of the spiders. Also, I just sprayed insecticide on the candles, I bet. And on the cake. So many ding-dang spiders. That's right, I said ding-dang. That's how serious this is. Good God. Alright. Constant pesticide strafing. I'm beginning to get the sneaking suspicion that this game has no endpoint, other than you lose. Yep, that was the one. Only the Genesis could handle this amount of spiders. They cut the cake pretty well for spiders. Yeah, it's a little off-center, but you know what? I'm not going to give them that much of a hassle over it. That's you let Flashback get your hopes up from last time. You do notice that the preview image that you were so excited about was in fact this screen. there you go, everybody. This was Let's Play Spider. Lesson: don't have your anniversary cake in the Amazon. Yep. I'm gonna have to ask, maybe I should, if I can figure out a way to bring it up just casually in conversation. One of my coworkers was born and raised in Brazil. Maybe I should ask her whether or not spiders were a constant menace in Rio. Particularly around baked goods. Just if it can come up in casual conversation. Like, hey, you're Brazilian, right? Maybe one of my viewers on YouTube in the future who hails from the region will be able to tell us about the threat of spiders. But until then, folks, this is BoboTheVulture, and this has been Let's Play Spiders, a tech toy joint by DevWorks Game Technology. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.